Hello, how are you? Thank you for doing this again. I really appreciate this. We piss next to each other over here.
Yes, we did.
Hello, everyone. So what do we do? We stand here?
Questions? I don't know.
What was it like working with Darius Conji this time out?
Darius?
Yeah, Darius.
So questions about Darius Kanji. He's known as kind of the poet of darkness, the Prince of Darkness. So what did we do? We put him in the most brightly lit scenarios as we could think about. But yeah, he was maybe the most youthful person on set, and constantly we had a direct communication with one another. And one of the great joys of making the movie was getting to hear his unbridled, raw reactions to every take. And his little laughter. A scene really wasn't like complete without him chuckling.
Yeah, and he forced us really to think about things in such a deep way, and unbelievable conversations and thought, and it looks incredible.
Just really quick follow-up. Would you guys intentionally do stuff to like give him like panic attacks?
No. He loved that he didn't recognize his own work all the time. So
he liked surrendering to something new.
Did you know that Adam was going to give a speech like that? And what was your reaction?
You know what? When you first of all, when you love Adam Sandler from the very beginning, you know that he doesn't do anything that isn't great. And we've now seen him do a couple of speeches, and it's like you get like a little private show. Have you seen his stand-up? Okay,
It has-
the uncut version from 100% Fresh is like 3.5 hours, and it's 2 hours too short.
It's
good.
I don't know. It's funny. It's touching. It's beautiful. I don't know. It's Sandler.
What's it feel like now that you're leaving Uncut Gems behind?
It's sad. It's sad
I don't
to
wanna
leave.
think about that.
Yeah. We're still here one more day with Gems. 10 years, you work on something, and you just gotta. You've been driving on. If you've ever been driving a car and you see that you got like the light's been on, and somehow you get like an extra 300 miles out of it, and then you bring it to the mechanic and you say, oh, the car's not working. He's like, yeah, because you drove it to shit. And that's kind of like where we're at right now. So we have to like rebuild the engine. We got to do all that.
It actually feels like we hit the brakes with the gas light on, and then had to suddenly start up the car again. And
our dad, after many years of leasing this car, ended up buying it off of the dealership. And he's like, I was like 22 or something. He's like, I'm going to give it to you. I drove it for about 30 miles, and I started pumping on the brakes, and the brakes weren't working anymore. And I don't know why that felt relevant. But,
Alexander, real quick. When was the first time when you guys are writing a script, talk about that Adam came into your minds like, let's get Adam.
10 years ago, we went out to him. He said no. 5 years ago, we went out to him. He said no. He is collective. It's the people around him.
Was there ever a replacement, or was that the guy?
We just always want to just make the film. So
Yeah.
there were people we were talking about to try to
the dream,
fill that role.
the
but
dream was always Sandler. So
yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.